Hello, this is Myles, and I've got another duel commentary for you today. Introduce yourself.
Oh, hey folks, this is Stardust.
How are you today, Stardust?
Well, very good. Still alive, so, no.
And today we've got a 1v1 on the map Duel II between TChapman or TCR500 versus Drrrrrr. And up top is, let's have a look, this is Drrrrrr as the White Klingons, and he is Drrrrrr because he's got a beam instead of a torpedo. Lots and lots of top maze. Either he's feigning a Katinga rush or feigning fast expansion. What do you think, Stardust? Do you think he's actually going to do the Katinga rush?
Well, I'm not sure. I never saw Drrrrrr doing the Katinga rush, so if he's doing it, it's probably his first time, so... Or he might just do a fast expand.
Both are equally possible. The moons are quite close in this map. He's going for a bird of prey yard at the moment. That would mix okay with the Katinga rush. It's possible he's faking it. He's just going to cancel a bunch of those miners soon, possibly. We'll have to see. And down here is TChapman as the Red Federation. He's going for the standard Federation stuff. Should see chassis level 1 soon, and then a yard with some monsoons, intrepid, something like that. Probably monsoons, because he's facing the Klingons, and monsoons are generally good versus them. I see that he's placing his mining station close to his starbase. That's a trick that many people do on this map. Place the mining station closer, get more defense. The 3 miners will still keep a beam on the moon all the time. I notice he has gone for the trilithium first. That's interesting. What do you think of that, Stardust?
Well, I'm not sure. Normally, if he goes with... he's doing chassis level 1. If he goes for Intrepids and Monsoons, he will get dilithium locked. Unless he wants to build support units, but he doesn't have Starfleet science, so he can't. Unless he's Mason. Oh no, wait. I don't know which alternative.
He needs science to build the 2 support units, so if he wanted support ships, he'd need science, definitely. And he wouldn't need chassis level 1 to build Norways and Canaverals, so I'm not sure what we're going to see here. Maybe he wants to research specials. Pardon?
He's Mason.
Indeed.
So he has Norway and Nova class, so...
True. I'd have put the yard higher up to get repairs easier. It's very rare that Klingons will kill a yard that easily. And here we go, Intrepids. That's odd. We would have expected dilithium first for that, so we'll watch his resources carefully and see if the dilithium runs out as we expect. So we got Intrepid spam. Ooh, what we got here? I hear something.
Yeah.
Drrrrrr is going after his scout with his Burrell. Do you think he'll get it? The scout is about 40 speed faster than the Burrell.
No, it will escape eventually. The Burrell is short ranged, so...
Indeed.
And it's got her feathers.
He's got 1 Burrell out, and Chapman has an Intrepid in 40 seconds. The Intrepid will do okay against the Burrell because it's medium sized. The pulses will do slightly worse. The torpedoes will still miss. It looks like it wasn't Katinga rush, it was fast expand. He's got a cabbage out now.
Yes, but if you look at his build order, it looks to be Katinga rush.
With a Katinga rush, you wouldn't usually see both yards, would you? I mean, that's quite expensive. I'd save the money for another miner.
I think the guide says that 2 Burrells, 1 cabbage, that's one of the optimal Katinga rushes.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. I think he's going for cavorts now with the field research.
Oh, and Chapman is building the Starfleet science, which suggests that...
Warpins, maybe?
Probably, yep, warpins probably, so...
They're a good solido. They're an okay strategy. They're not perfect in a 1v1, but they'll do okay. Chapman's first Intrepid has come out to save that constructor. If he was clever, he could have put the constructor in this green nebula over here, and the shields would have been impervious to 1 Burrell. He wouldn't have needed to trek all the way back to his base with it. So, Drrrrrr has stopped Timothy Chapman expanding at least. Drrrrrr has full dilithium at his expansion, and he's putting up a battle yard. Kind of expensive for Takwajah. Maybe he's going to fight off the Warpins. What do you think about that?
It is a possibility.
And here comes some
I
harassment.
think he might go for charge classes.
Possibly, they will help against the Intrepids. And here we have harassment in the Tritanium. Chapman's okay on Tritanium at the moment, so it's not going to be too deadly. Hopefully he'll save this. Do you think he'll save the miner?
No, I don't think so.
And it dies. Taking a bit of fire from the starbase, but it was worth it to get the miner. He won't lose any ships.
Oh, but that Burrell.
Oh yeah, the starbase got a good shot at its hull. But no, it survived. He'll send all his ships back to repair. Chapman has 2 Intrepids out, and doesn't have the money for Starfleet's command. He needs 800 dilithium, and he doesn't have it.
Oh, look at the battle yards.
Yeah.
And they're coming charge out.
Yep. They counter the Intrepids okay. Their torpedo hits 80% of the time. They do extra damage to the Intrepid because it's short range. And if he can get the armory up, he can get its special, which will hold an Intrepid in place and negate its speed, which would be helpful. He's stopped Quebec production and is only making cavorts at the moment, probably because he doesn't have the money to produce from 3 building yards at the same time. Chapman is expanding now. That mining station cost him the money he would have needed to put down Starfleet Command though. And there you can see he's paused Intrepid production. He's got his 3rd Intrepid out now and he's stopping production so he can save up for Starfleet Command. So 3 Intrepids versus 2 Burrells, a Quebec, and soon a Cavort. Who do you think's got the edge here? And a Charg. Who do you think's got the edge here?
I think might work in the favor of Drrrrrr.
Indeed, that Charg is gonna really put out some pain on the Intrepids.
Although the Intrepids are okay against the Burrells and the Quebec,
True.
but the charge will just tear it up, so
50% extra damage from this passive. Chapman's getting up his expansion. He's got 1 miner there and more miners on the way. Drrrrrr has a scout here, so he possibly knows about these miners out in the open. He should really build another scout and put it in the expansion so he can know where the fleet is. But look at this, he's leaving a Intrepid here to guard the Tritanium moon, despite the fact that there's no miners there. And he's putting up a turret. Oh wait, there's 1 miner there. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the dilithium moon. Chapman's main base has 5. I think he sent them from the Tritanium moon to the dilithium moon to keep him out of harm's way. He just needs to get them somewhere else now. And Drrrrr's going to try stop this constructor from putting up the platform. I don't think he'll make it.
well, yeah, it will make it.
4 seconds and the shields are still up. Nope. Go after the Intrepid instead. Let's watch the damage from that Charg. Boom. That's a lot of damage. Still didn't get it though because it's so fast. And a phaser platform. Mason's phaser platform. 80% of the shields of a Cavort so quickly. Half a Charg's shields. Ouch. That's a lot of damage, isn't it? And a second Charg is out. Chapman's doing okay scouting here. He's got his venture where he can see what the build order is at the battle yard. Interesting. Neither side has lost much, just a couple miners. Ooh, Chapman's still got a huge number of miners at his dilithium moon. What do you think that's about?
I'm not sure, but it's a huge waste of miners.
Indeed. And this scout is dead. Capture it. No, he just killed it. So yeah, Chapman's risky. He's splitting his fleet up. 2 Intrepids at his expansion, 1 at his main. But the turrets should dissuade most harassment at the Tritanium anyway. But look at the effect that that's had on Chapman's resources. His Tritanium is now what he's locked on. And he still can't build Starfleet Command because it costs 400 Tritanium. So he's having to pause the Intrepid production again. While Drrrrrr is producing Cavorts, I believe. Yep. Oh, Burrells again. What do you think that's about?
I'm not sure. There aren't any long-range ships yet.
Indeed. Why would he make Burrells instead of Cavorts?
Well, he can always do it this way. Chapman doesn't have any ships, except for those 3 Intrepids, so he might separate his Burrells from his main fleet to actually only harass the mining of Chapman. Because the Burrells, and especially the Tekroja ones, will get you lots of supplies when they're ranking up. So
it's a very good point.
Really useful.
That's a good point. He's finally building Starfleet Command, and Chapman's putting 2 Intrepids near it to make sure it doesn't get the constructor gets sniped before it's done. He really wants warpins. And look at this. Drrrrrr is taking over another expansion. It's very good play. And here we go. Klingons are coming in. 3 Chargs. It's quite a good force. They should be able to kill everything here if they're fast. Just waiting for the decloak, I guess. He's got scouts. 2 scouts at the main base. At least he's built another scout. That's a very good play. It's very important as a cloaking race to have loads of scouts. And Sangs. Look at this. Drrrrr is now going into Sangs. You think that's to fight off the warpins?
That's a possibility. I mean, warpins are mostly larger sized ships, so Sang will be a good ship to fight those warpins.
Indeed. Chargs also use torpedoes though. And look at this. All those miners that Chapman left at his dilithium are now fodder for the Klingon harassment fleet. Quebecs, Cavorts, Burrells. It's going to be a lot of experience he's going to get. Lots of supply. And in comes another Quebec. And just look at the shields just disappear from that miner. That's 1. That's 2. I don't think they're focusing on the Intrepid now. I don't think they're going to get one. Chapman's doing a good job of getting everything back towards the starbase. And that Burrell's going to bite it. Oh, he's upgraded the starbase.
Yeah.
That's a lot. He's up. Yeah. Did it kill 2 Burrells? I only saw 1 Burrell get hit.
No, 2 Burrells were lost.
Damn. That's a lot of pain. But then again,
yeah,
that upgrade is going to cost him a huge amount of dilithium, isn't it?
Yep. Much more than those 2 Burrells.
Indeed. He upgraded it both times, all the way up to torpedoes. Warpins, here comes a descent. Okay, that's interesting. That descent is probably going to be the last unit to die today. And here comes the attack at the expansion. That's the danger Chapman risked when he separated his fleet like that. He's just got... Oh, and there's combat tractor beam. Beautiful. He's captured 2 Intrepids, which now cannot escape. And I believe it was you yesterday that speculated that combat tractor beam makes it so torpedoes always hit, right?
I think so. Not sure.
Well, it looks like
lucky on the
descent. No, it's not going to have enough energy, is it?
No.
But the Intrepid's going down. Come on, get the last shots. No, they're not going to get the Intrepid, are they? But yeah, holding on to the descent is a mistake. I think the reason he was holding the descent wasn't to kill it. It was to stop it from firing its quantum torpedoes. Because it's only forward firing. Do you think that's what he was doing?
Well, that's a very good strategy, because most of its damage comes from the torpedoes. Oh, and look at Chapman's base.
Yep, decommission. He's decommissioning everything. Oh dear, I think he's given up. Look at this queue of ships lining up to die, including a descent. Starbase, everything except the yard. Oh dear, wonder what that's about. And he's sending the combat ships out to fight. It's an interesting strategy, isn't it?
Yeah.
A cavort lost its life support, but they kept beaming to it and gave it enough crew to get back to base. So a descent and 4 intrepids versus Vultures as well. Sangs, Vultures, Chargs. I guess it's now just explosions to watch. Let's look at Chapman's resources. Yeah, look at all those resources he's got. This is just painful to watch, isn't it?
Yep, it's really ugly to watch.
You'd never do this. You're too friendly. You'd never crush your opponent like this.
Well, normally not, but sometimes.
Shield reset just went off. Not that it's going to help. And look at this, Miner Rush, the most powerful attack ever. He's going to kill him with his miners. Mandrill power.
Well, he's just gonna mine his enemy to the death. mine everything away.
I take your resources. I think this is Chapman's way of saying good game. So this Tyler recently complained that he never sees games actually end with a "you are victorious" thing. This one's actually going to end like that because all of Chapman's units are up in Drrrrr's expansion. Oh, and Drrrr's quit. Well, it was good commentating with you today.
Okay, same with you, Myles.
See you in the next replay.